everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I want to share my exact steps of the mouth care system because I got a lot of comments with asking me, please explain step after step how you use it. So that's what I'll do today. So the first thing, of course, is Closys, but I actually start with something else. It's nothing that Dr. Ellie recommends, but I just feel better with it. I take a glass of water and I rinse with it before I do anything else. That's just how I do it. So I take this water, I rinse thoroughly, and then I spit it out, and that's it with the water. I don't use any more water during the steps. So the next step, of course, is Closys. This is how we start. For those of you who have watched my videos already, you know that I'm a huge fan of these tiny little containers. I put the Closys into them, and not only for traveling, but because I had some sensitivities with the Closys. For the first time when I used it, I had a loss of smell, I had a loss of taste, and I just put it aside and I didn't use it for a while. Then I came back to it thinking that, well, maybe the amount was too much, so I reduced the amount of using the Closys, and I started using half of this tiny cap. And right now I've been using the Closys for about 1.5 months. Every day without any issues anymore. So the way how I got there is I just started out with half a cap, and once a day, not twice, just in the evening before going to bed, and every other day. So it was a tiny amount, and my system was getting used to it more and more, and I didn't have any loss of smell or any loss of taste anymore with this. So, okay, let's continue. So the first step, still just half of a cup. I don't see a reason for taking more. I think it's just enough. And I rinse with it for 1 minute. I spit it out. The next step, I take my toothbrush, and for those of you who know a lot about the mouth care system, you will notice that this is not the toothbrush that Dr. Ellie recommends. Well, it's not. And the reason is actually an obvious one. Guys, the mouth care system here in Europe, it's so expensive. These products, I mean, the shipping, the buying them, getting them, and then I was looking at the Dr. Plotka flossing toothbrush, which Dr. Ellie recommends. And I thought that, no, 35 euros for a toothbrush that I'm going to throw away in 3 months. No, not yet, okay? So just let me get warm with the system a little bit more, and then maybe further down the line I will buy the 35 euro Dr. Plotka toothbrush. But for now I have a very good one. It's a regular toothbrush, and it's medium. It's medium strength, so not the soft one. And this is also a very important point that Dr. Ellie stresses on. It has to be medium so that you actually feel the toothbrush on your teeth, and so that you actually can really massage the toothbrush, the toothpaste. So I take the toothpaste, the crest, and actually I take half of this toothbrush. So I take quite a substantial amount of it. Yeah, it's quite a lot. And I tend to put some more water on the toothbrush during brushing my teeth, because I find that somehow the brushing is nicer when I have a little bit more water in my mouth. I brush for about 2 minutes in circular motions, right? One side, the other side, and then from the inside, of course, right? And after 2 minutes, I spit it out. And I guess that you guys did not want to actually see me brushing my teeth, right? I mean, it's enough that I'm just explaining it. I mean, I hope so, because it would be quite embarrassing brushing my teeth in front of the camera. So I hope this is enough. Just explaining, okay? So I spit it out, right? The next step in the mouth care system would actually be Listerine in my sweet tiny containers. But this is where I actually do something differently, because I use the floss. The reason why I have decided to use the floss is my teeth are very, very close to each other. And for the first 2 weeks, or maybe 3 weeks, I used the system without the floss. But I didn't feel good about it. Something was missing. You know, if you have a feeling that it's not right, then it's not right for you. That's my philosophy. So I also watched Dr. Ellie's videos about floss, and she says that this is the exact moment when it's great to use the floss, right after brushing your teeth, because you still have the toothpaste on your teeth, right? And it facilitates the floss to actually come in between your teeth and to floss. So this is where the floss for me comes in, and I go to bed with a good conscience. You know, but that's just me. That's my very personal step, and I do it just once a day, not during the day, not in the first part of the day when I do the mouth care system, but only once right before I go to bed. Okay, so that's the flossing part. I use one with wax, because that's how close my teeth are. I could never get a regular floss without wax between my teeth. So, all right, the next step, Listerine. I don't have a cap for this one, and I don't really mind. I just take a little sip and I rinse my mouth with it. The Listerine is actually not my favorite step, and maybe it's even the least favorite step in the system for me, because it's burning like crazy. It burns on my tongue, it burns in my mouth. It's just not nice. So the way how I do it is I keep it in my mouth for as long as I can, and after about 20 seconds I spit it out. That's all I can do, and I'm fine with it. I'm actually very proud of myself, because the beginnings were terrible with Listerine. Listerine was in my mouth in the very beginning for like 2 seconds, and that's all I could do. The last step, when I spit out the Listerine, right after 20 seconds, the last step then is the ACT, which is my favorite step. It's such a nice taste, it's such a nice feeling to finish off with ACT. Do you remember I told you in the previous video that I had some delivery problems of ACT? They couldn't deliver it for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and I was without it. And I had to buy a substitute, which happened to be FloriGuard by Colgate. And it was a disaster. It was terrible. I couldn't go to bed after it just without rinsing with water. It was burning, it was stinging, it was, forget it. So for me, this substitute was the worst. So I couldn't do it. So I was really looking forward to my ACT to come and to save me. So no, but really, it's my favorite step. So here is my cap, the tiny bottle, and I actually use more than half of the cap. Not the whole cap, because I find I don't need that much, just a little bit more than half of the cap. I put it in my mouth and I rinse with it for actually 2 minutes. I like the taste, I like how it feels on my teeth and my mouth, and I use it for 2 minutes. And during that time, I usually do something. I don't know what I do, but I'm not standing in front of the mirror in the bathroom because it would be too boring, you know, so I'm doing something in my room. And after about 2 minutes, I spit it out and I'm done. That's it. So I really hope that this helps you, that this explains how I do it. And I'd really love to hear how is your journey progressing, because I've been doing it for about 4 months now. And the greatest success that I've had with it was and is that my sensitivities are gone. It's like a wonder, you know. I've had this for so many years that I couldn't drink or eat anything hot, cold, sweet. Immediately I had this reaction, and probably also because of the gums. The recession caused that the coldness and the hot drinks, they just affected my teeth much more. So this has gotten so much better, and I'm so happy about that. And I'm really looking forward to the next 6 months. And I hope that my gums will keep improving. And yeah, so this is the greatest success I've had so far, that the sensitivity is gone, my gums are improving, and yeah, let me know how you're doing with it. I'd really love to hear. And I see you in the next. Bye bye.